What's going on, guys? So, with some of the craziest rumors flying around about Nintendo Switch and being there's supposed to be a a rumored direct sometime this month, I figured we'd talk about this just a little bit because some of the rumored shit that I've seen, I'll have a link in the description down below to Picky Old Gamer. I watch his stuff sometimes, and he was talking about some of the stuff coming up for the update 5.0, I believe. And the stuff that he was talking about in that update, if this stuff happens, it's almost like they watched a bunch of people's videos and or some of mine based on, how to improve to sell 20 million units in their next fiscal year. Because a lot of what I mentioned in that video was actually answered. Not all of it, but most of it. And then they had some more. Not only did they fix a lot of the errors from their ways with the Switch, but then they improved on top of that. One of the biggest things was that fucking voice chat. That was one of the biggest things. Holy shit. Did they improve upon that? They even fixed it from what was shown in the video. Like I said, there will be a link in the description down below to go check his channel out. That was the number one thing for me, was the voice chat, because I don't ever use it. I have a whole bunch of fucking friends on my damn Switch, and I never use voice chat because of how fucked up it is. But if they do that, and I've said this before, if they fix voice chat, then there's literally no stopping them. On top of using video capture based on the space of the memory card. If they make it to where it's unlimited until you just run out of space on your memory card, then you literally have control. Because right now it's only at 30 seconds. If they improve upon that and they take away the bullshit standards that they have in place, then that little machine becomes so much more. Now, that wasn't in the video, but I truly believe that is a key factor holding it back as well. Because, again, PlayStation and Xbox give you way more time than just 30 seconds. I believe Xbox is up to about 10 minutes, and PlayStation rounds out to about 15 tops. And that's game recording. You see what I'm saying? So, if Nintendo can manage to just go for as long as you want, they'll definitely take over. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just my opinion on that, but think about it. Then they showed something that both PlayStation and Xbox, I feel, have had for a long time, which is game folders. That was in the video, and that I feel like someone myself can definitely utilize, because I have somewhere in the realm of about 30 games between physical and digital. That would be really helpful. Now, I did notice that they started to have more apps like YouTube, Hulu, which I have, and Crunchyroll and a few others. Bringing those to the system would definitely be an improvement, considering that I am waiting for the day that my Xbox basically becomes a fucking 4K Blu-ray player and nothing else. Then you had, what else? Cloud storage. That would be a great thing on the Switch. That would definitely be an improvement. Now, like I said, those are all things that would improve the systems overall. But like I've said before, I do believe that the voice thing was holding it back in a major way, because it was really way more complicated than it needed to be. Also, other things that I mentioned that probably weren't in there that I feel like should have been. No, wait, this was in there. Backgrounds. They started with themes. It showed off themes. This was something that I brought up as well. Themes. It had your basic bitch white, your basic bitch black, and I'm sorry if you feel some type of way about that, but that's systematically the bitch colors because you only have two, and they're basic as hell. And then they had underneath that, they had a Breath of the Wild one, and then they had the theme store where you could go and you can buy whatever. But I also think that you should make it to where you can set your own from some shit you might have done in the game, because you can capture a picture on the damn Switch. That is something I think would be really, really cool, because you could customize it to your own. Which again, they didn't really show that. They had a theme store like what they have on the 3DS, but I'm not going to be a beggar, can't be choosers type of scenario here. It's good to see anything progression from just the basic bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So that being there was definitely a good thing when you ask me. So it seems like Nintendo really listened on that update, because it's like, holy shit, all these things, it's like they went back and they were like, what are the sins of this system? Even though it's not really hurting our bottom line, what are the sins of this system that could definitely hold it back from meeting the 20 million that the president went out and said we're looking to sell 20 million of? What could hold it back? And they went and saw the voice chat. That could definitely hold it back. Let's fix it. Only being able to choose 2 backgrounds. Let's fix it. The memory in it, not having cloud storage. Let's fix it. Excuse me. Folders, not having any folders. Fix it. Not having any apps outside of Hulu. Let's put more on there. All that was in that update video, which will be in the link in the description down below. And it leads to the video where I saw this. Now, I don't know if it's real or fake, but like I said, hopefully Nintendo, hopefully you guys over there incorporate all that into future happenings, because that will definitely improve sales numbers in a big way. Games can only take you so far, because people do pick their preferred console to buy big third-party games on, and you will sell units because of Mario, Metroid, and so forth with first-party games, but it does help to have people buying your system to play not only first-party but third-party, because you are the preferred console. And the best way to win that is to have all the features that people want on the system. Power isn't everything, and I've said that plenty of times. Convenience wins here. But you've got to have the features that they have, even if you're not as strong as them. Folders definitely help with that. And you've got to make those applications start showing up. Crunchyroll, Hulu, Netflix. Hulu's there, Netflix needs to show up as well. The online store needs to be better. You need to improve that. I've said that since the Switch came out. The eShop is still not where I feel like it needs to be, and I pretty much can say I think everybody would be on board with me with that, considering the eShop still doesn't have the retro library. That's still MIA, and we're coming up on a year. It's still not there. So the eShop could definitely use some help. So I mean, with all that, yes, that improvement for what the update of 5.0 could bring to the table would help in a major way, because you did touch on a lot of stuff that a lot of people would really love to see improved upon. The voice chat probably sticks out in a lot of minds, due to the fact that the voice chat was probably the biggest failure of the Switch. It wouldn't do so much to sell probably half of your goal, but it might help sell about 25%. So what I'm saying is, while you're doing that to improve 25%, look at everything else, because that's, like I said, only going to help about 25. So you need to figure out how to get the other 75%. Apps will probably bring in about 10%, because everybody can get all those apps on their damn phone. And you got to figure out how to make sure people are going to your console over PS4 and over Xbox. Now, you have a good start. You just got to make it to the finish. And like I said, I don't know if the videos, what he's showing there is real or fake, because it's just a leak and a rumor. But hopefully it comes to fruition, because like I said in previous excuse me, videos, they need to do something. Because Where it's at right now is great, and yes, it's selling like wildfire, and it has surpassed every system before it, including PS2 in first year sales. The momentum can slow down due to its faults. Um, and I would hate to see that happen because the system is very well put together. It does have a lot of good qualities, and the shortcomings of it are not as bad as people would like to make it seem. So, hopefully, Nintendo, hopefully, you get it together and you put this out there in such a way that your second year, all the features are there, everything's working the way it needs to, and that 20 million actually happens. Because once the features are there and once the features are shown to be working the way they should, 20 million is gonna seem like it's no big deal. It's gonna be like, oh, that's man, we could probably double that number, because you're gonna have nothing holding you back. Okay, everyone's gonna be like, I don't see why this wasn't what we got at launch. See what I'm saying? So, again, hopefully it comes to fruition. Hopefully it happens. We'll have to wait and see. We don't know yet, but like I said, games can only take you so far. You do need features as well, and hopefully the features we saw in this leak video, hopefully, if you haven't seen it yet, like I said, there will be a link in the description down below that'll take you over to the channel so you can see them for yourself. Hopefully they come to fruition, because a lot of them that were in the video were things that I brought up in a past video of my own. So, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Deuces.